hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so thank you to those lovely people who let me know that Dan Wotton stated last night that the King will take a back step and now William and Catherine are taking over. So I know I did the King pass today, but the next day is when we did Catherine and William, and I kept getting that they was already King and Queen. So I'm pleased about that, because obviously you think about your accuracy and well, it has you questioning things as well. So it wasn't just a case of not being right, or so I thought, but it was making me question, other readings that I'd done as well. So, I'm quite happy about that. Now, people are saying that he was also hospitalised that day. I've been unable to verify that, but that'll be me not being able to search properly. So, apparently he did. Now, I saw him in either the morning or the afternoon of him being with some young people. And I thought he was going to, pass on the night, that it was on the night. I never saw hospital. I thought he'd be at home. Anyway, so let's have a look if it did happen and what went on. Was Charles indeed hospitalised on the day I predicted his passing? Absolutely, my time to shine. Do you know what? I had lies coming out as well, didn't we? Being revealed. Well, that's the media. Absolutely. I think it was at Catherine's insistence. Was it at Catherine's insistence? No, it was meant for me. Oh yeah, that's me, difficult and swearing as well. I'm not that difficult. Okay, so we know that. So was it the night time after his do? After his, because I saw tossing and turning at night. So, did he go into hospital on the evening? Absolutely. I think he'd had a real good, or he felt he'd had a good day as well. So I'm getting, 2 family members with him. So one would be Camilla, and I'm hazarding a guess. Did Catherine go with him? Oh, we have got information about that coming out. Okay, why did he have to go to hospital? There you go. He had to go late at night. I don't know if he was in terrible pain or what. I think he was, I think he was in some kind of pain and needed help. Obviously, it stressed him out. Something stressed him out. Was stress a factor in his admission? I think he needed looking after. So I see a nurse there. A nurse, so maybe she's had to give him some injections for pain. Is that right? No. What a mess. That's what I'm hearing. What a mess. Something that comes as no surprise. Where did the pain originate from? Or... oh, I get it. Was Camilla extremely worried about Charles? Right, so it happened, but it didn't happen the way I'm saying it did. Okay, so Maybe it's not for the same reason. I wonder if it was pneumonia. Because the no surprise would be, you know, there's no surprise there. You aren't slowed down, you're going out every day, you're shaking people's hands, you know, you're not wearing a face mask, there's all sorts going about. Was it pneumonia? Absolutely, and he's still got it now. He's on tablets. Do you take tablets for pneumonia? Oh, he's on tablets anyway. Oh, so I was right then, he did have pneumonia. I said that's a problem for him. Okay. Why are the press hiding this? No. Why are the royal family hiding this? Obviously, I think it goes without saying that they don't want everybody knowing the king's so weak. Because they didn't want to worry people, okay? They didn't want to worry people and it was out of their hands. Yeah, it was, they didn't know what was going on at all. They probably didn't even recognise maybe what was wrong with him. But he'll have been assessed by his own doctors, won't he? Yeah, I think the doctor said, oh, you best go in. Will the truth about this come out? Well, they'll try and deny it, okay? Try and remove themselves from a damaging situation. I don't know, I feel they'd get aggressive, the palace will get aggressive with anybody that tries to print that. But we'll see what will be revealed. Right, so that is William when he's king. What will be revealed? Will it be revealed that Charles had a health scare? No. Is it revealed about William? Yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Well, it came out yesterday or last night. I saw it on Dan Wotton, thanks to you guys. So, I mean, obviously he's not going to take the crown while the king's not going to abdicate. He'll die on his feet, just like his mother did. The problem is with King Charles coming out and saying this, right, is he did himself no favours. The Queen didn't get all this crap because no one knew, you know. Well, no one but psychics and YouTubers maybe. But, you know, so she didn't get the stick off the press at all. I think as well the media's relationship, you know, opinions of the Queen are also very different to King Charles. Now there's something here that I said before, probably recently, about I don't believe King Charles will pass because of cancer, that it could be a secondary thing like pneumonia, but it wouldn't be the first one on the death certificate. I mean, they put Philip down, didn't they, as old age, and he had pancreatic cancer for 8 years. Never bloody moaned. I think that's the old school way of doing things, you know, for that generation. Just get on with it. How is Charles feeling today then? Well, this shit? Are you telling me he's going to have to go to the hospital again? Oh dear. But maybe it's not an idea. Maybe it's, you know, going back to be checked on. His chest x-rayed. I see X. Is it for a chest x-ray? No, it's because it's reckless and he hasn't slowed down like everybody's told him to do. And his judgment's impaired, so I can see him being stubborn. You see, when I said that he's going to the US, that is based on what he thinks today, okay? It won't happen, but it's what he's thinking, and I did that in a way that, you know, we see what will go on and occur. We also said Trump, you know, through illness or something, we'll have to cancel. Well, I know what that is as well. Oh, I've had loads of epiphanies this morning. Okay, let's have a look then. So, is this appointment scheduled? So I don't know what he's been up to the last few days. I stopped looking. Comes to something, doesn't it, if you're wishing for somebody to pass away just so you look good. How selfish of me. Anyway, so I refrained, okay? I refrained. I wouldn't do that. So yeah, I'm getting it's other people insisting again. Why is Charles being so stubborn, dogmatic? He likes to think people have got it wrong, that they don't know what they're talking about, that you go in hospital with nothing and you come out with everything. But there's more to that. The question was, why is he so stubborn and dogmatic? Well, it might be a private hospital. But sometimes, you know, you can be in a private hospital and they still get things wrong. I think that's what he's thinking. Reckless. Other people will make him. That's it. King Charles hasn't just got cancer, okay? We look at Charles and think, oh, he's got cancer. Oh, bloody hell, and he doesn't look good. So that's all the things about cancer, the symptoms, you know, the health issues. But alongside that, and I think Catherine was trying to, you know, put this across, is that in Charles's mind, he's not only got cancer and all these symptoms and pains, he's got a death sentence, okay? He knows he's dying. He's not going to recover from this. It's only going to get worse. And I think, I've just got a tingle on my head. I think, you know, that is the biggest problem for King Charles. You know, that ticking time bomb, not knowing, you know, how long you've got. Could it be months? Could it be years? Could it be hours and days? I think he had injections before. So did King Charles. So it's awful, isn't it? It's awful. Because you're going round and thinking, I won't see my grandchildren. I won't get to, you know, see my sons, or, you know, see George or Charlotte or Louis grow up, or, you know, make my peace with my wayward son. You know, there's all sorts of things. And regret says, well, they'll be flooding his mind. Because that's a natural state of being. Why did Charles stop his injections? He was having injections regular. Why did he stop them? Because of the truth. So, you know, realising nothing can be done. So I said last year he'd withdrawn from treatments that, you know, they probably sat him down and said, well, you could live, you know, anywhere from 1 year to 5 years, maybe 8 years, who knows. How does Charles deal with the uncertainty of his lifespan? Yeah, exactly, like, you know, it's unreliable. Sometimes he'll feel fine, and then later in the day he's absolutely fatigued, you know, depending on what he's been doing, even if he hasn't been doing anything. Is this the reason why William is now taking over kind of regent material? His father cannot do the things that, you know, young people can. So there's disputes here. I think, you know, it's like when you're seeing somebody you love putting themselves through this, and you think, oh, you're taking more years off yourself, or, you know, you're going to die earlier than need be if you just had a rest. So that there's that. And the traditions that are broken are that, you know, William and Catherine don't go for the mainstream media anymore. They have their own way of doing things. And they'll be seeing, you know, the difference between their queen and the king. And that he needs to slow down, you know. He needs to slow down. Then there's the men in grey suits. There's all the staff, you know, there's all the advisors, you know. There's a lot of machinery in the monarchy. And King Charles can barely make it, you know, these days to an event without looking, you know, very unwell. I wonder if he's been having blood transfusions. Has Charles been having blood transfusions? I've just seen the blood there. Again, tensions, communication, something hampered. That'll be his veins as well. What kind of nick are his veins in? Yeah, they've been destroyed. They normally have, you know, give you a pick. It's like a thing that goes on your arm, but obviously he won't be able to have something like that on his arm. So, what does William intend to do then regarding his father? His dad has to step back, you know, and withdraw from things and let William get on with it. What does Dan Wootton know that he's not telling us? Well, he's definitely holding back. I think he only mentioned a couple of sentences and then the rest was about something else. I don't know, maybe Dan feels a bit sorry for him, or we'll be laying off him, maybe, you know, criticising him with Andrew. What does Lady C know that we don't about Charles? Yeah, that is his week, you know, his week. I've got that for all of April as well, and May. But actually, both months was strength reversed. And I was thinking, I don't think he'll be here. Anyway, won't go down that rabbit hole. Yeah, so need some help as well. Things are stuck, things are getting worse. How does King Charles see the world? Plenty of bad men out there. But I think that's Andrew as well. Is that Andrew? Yeah. All the so he's blaming Andrew. I'm not saying him blaming himself. If Charles did pay that 12 million, well, if I had that kind of money and my brother was in trouble, swearing blind, this, that and the other, I'm going to take it off my mother, I'd give them the money, not allow them to take it from, you know, somebody who's vulnerable, frail and old. But then again, you know, it is the monarchy. So apparently they should behave differently. Does Harry know that his dad went to hospital? I'll tell you why, because I was trying to work things out, so sometimes I use other people to, you know, get an insight. And I asked about Harry if he'd seen it. Well, he'd seen the passing, the past one. And he might have seen the one after with Catherine and William. And he believed me, you know. So it's a good way of asking, like, does he believe me? Does he, you know this to be true? And I'm getting yes. But that could be being informed by me. I don't know. He was happy anyway. And he does find me truthful. Somebody asked me if he's got bipolar. I think what Harry's got is a raging personality disorder and also a lesser form of bipolar called, I think it's cyclothymia. A few of them have got it in my family, and you just, you know, they're up and down. It's rapid cycling. Sleep, drugs send you off, you know, stress sends you off. All the things that are no good for Harry. So I believe it's that. I've always believed it's that. Right, so did Harry know that his dad had gone into hospital? Supporting numbers. He's found out from a group. So why isn't he over here? Because he hasn't heard from the palace. Nobody has contacted Harry. Seems we've got spies in their midst. Have we got spies telling Harry? Poor decisions. Regrets. Well, he's not rushing over here, is he? I don't know. How does Harry know about his father going into hospital? How does he know? Unreliable, Casanova. I think it's either Harry knows directly? Or one of his friends? Was it a friend? Yes or no? No. Was Harry informed directly? Yeah, he's been informed. Well, I don't know if he was off the next day because I hadn't seen him doing anything. Did he go straight back to work the next day? No, camouflage, okay, so... Right, so in that week I saw the actual day, but I'm not sure it was the next day, you know. Unless I'm getting more to this than meets the eye. Maybe somebody turned up doing something, but I don't know. I've got iffy there for the next day. I mean, it couldn't be so stupid and reckless, actually. Reckless we got. Where is it? I don't know. Reckless we got, didn't we? His judgment impaired, not doing what he's told. Right, I'm not going to ask when he dies because it's going to come up in another reading. Why am I starting to pack my cards away already? Yeah, that's it, I'm done. So thank you for watching, and thank you for all your hypes and comments and everything, really, everything, just your presence and watching me. Thank you so much. Okay, I will be back very soon with another video on something that should answer a lot of our questions about the next coming months. Okay guys, that's it from me. Bye now. Bye bye.